sometimes I like to ask myself, what franchises have made the most impact in pop culture? I feel like there is going to be dozens of answers. Dozens. We're going to talk about Star Wars. We're going to talk about Indiana Jones. We're going to talk about Star Trek. We're going to talk about Batman. We're going to talk about Superman. We're going to be talking about several different pop culture iconic franchises that completely have taken over our lives in a way. Like, if you're a massive fan of one or the other, you're going to live out that fandom, and I feel like a lot of those movies have shifted in quality. There are movies that have gotten better from their original state, and there are some that have gotten worse over time. Now, I typically like to think that you could essentially take a moment and restructure how a movie is being, made in a way, and kind of tell a story that not only people are gonna like, but kind of bring it back to its roots. Now, one of those iconic series of movies is definitely Jurassic Park. But obviously, with the rise of Jurassic World, we have gotten more and more of this new sort of dinosaur epic that it has become. Jurassic Park isn't only just Jurassic Park anymore. Now it shares itself with Jurassic World, which we have gotten more and more invested in. And that hasn't changed. We are as invested as ever because we love seeing big dinosaurs doing their big dinosaur thing, which is either kill humans or help humans, or if you're lucky, they are herbivores and don't want anything to do with humans. So we have always been invested in big dinosaurs. And after a while, we feel a certain amount of fatigue. So with this new Jurassic World movie, I have a feeling that we are going to go back to the origins of what made Jurassic Park amazing. Now, I want to preface this by saying all of what I'm saying is based off of the teaser. I saw the teaser that was just dropped a few weeks ago, and I was blown away. And in part, I was blown away for a very simple reason, because I'm always into and invested in the cinematography of a project. And I know for a fact that the cinematography of this project is going to be absolutely amazing because the person directing this movie is absolutely amazing, and that's Gareth Edwards. Now, if you are not familiar with the name Gareth Edwards, I'm gonna call out two of his more recent films that you may or may have not heard of. One of them being The Creator, which was his more recent film, in which I actually had the opportunity of going and seeing in theaters, and I thought was absolutely amazing. And if you have the opportunity, go watch The Creator, because he's just a masterful, cinematography director who understands how to tell a story through cinematography. So go watch that movie. I really recommend it. Now, another film, which is actually part of a much bigger fandom, is Rogue One, which most people, believe it or not, till this day, regard it as one of the best Star Wars films since the original trilogy, which is bonkers to me. It blows my mind that is the case, but a lot of people resonate with that film. And I think it's really interesting to see that dynamic, to see people invested in a film that is completely out of its original state, which kind of brings us back to this very situation that we're talking about here. Because if you think about it, this movie is coming out, over 20 years after the original came out, and it's now going sort of back to the origins of what made Jurassic Park great. I mean, it's really impressive. And I feel like, specifically for a project like this, we have to understand that not always are we going to get a fantastic project like this. And in very rare circumstances, do we ever get to see someone take the wheel that is so trustworthy with the source material. And I find that when you put your project or your faith in a director to tell a story in that universe, you have to find that person who gets the cinematography, who gets the storytelling style that you want to tell. And I think Gareth Edwards is that guy. Gareth Edwards is the guy that you expect to be taking the helms of a story like this, of a movie and a franchise like this, and it's also compounded in a way with the cast that they chose for this movie, and having two heavy hitters, in Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali, both of which are fantastic actors, class acts on their own. It's just breathtaking to see two extraordinary actors having Gareth Edwards at the helm and be ready to tell a story that is fully invested in giving us something truly original. Now, if this was just any other Jurassic World movie, I would say, listen, I don't feel like I want to see this in theaters. It just doesn't resonate with me. There's no grip or want or desire to see it in theaters. And that was kind of the case for the past 3 Jurassic World movies. For me, I didn't see the first Jurassic World movie in theaters, but I didn't see the second one, and I didn't even see the third one, which for me, most people would say okay, you're not a fan of the series. You're not like a true fan of Jurassic Park. And that's not true. I like Jurassic Park. I like seeing the big dinosaurs. I love seeing, the interactions, the sort of like, I mean, come on. We just love seeing that T-Rex wrecking stuff. So, that's where my connection to the series is. And that's where I think most people are. I mean, the same reason why you go to see a Jurassic World movie or a Jurassic Park movie is because you just want to see the big monster destroy stuff, which is same sort of reason if you're a Godzilla fan. If you're a Godzilla fan, you know that you just want to go see Godzilla do his thing. And, that's kind of as much as I feel invested in Jurassic World. Now, I know that there are people out there who are way more invested in Jurassic World and Jurassic Park than I am. But having that knowledge that I just gave you, the fact that I'm not a massive, must go see this in theater type person when it comes to these movies, when it comes to this one, I have to say that I do want to see it in theaters. And like I said again, it's due to the very simple fact that I know that if I go to see a movie that is directed by Gareth Edwards, cinematography and storytelling are gonna be up here. And, obviously having Steven Spielberg be, executive producer of a project like this is also reassuring, because you know that it's gonna be in a quality, in a hand that is of worth. Let's put it like that. I'm trying to find the right words to describe it. It's someone who is worthy of the mantle of directing a Jurassic World title. So, yeah, that just excites me even more to see this movie. And I already know that the score is going to be amazing. I already know that the action sequences are going to be amazing. I mean, if you see like several moments in this trailer, which some might say are derivative of other movies, there's one particular photo of a press release that I saw that I was looking at it and I was like, you know, this kind of looks like something I have seen before. And I mean, it's a little obvious where you have seen this before, you know, right? Like, you can tell that there are moments like that, but I feel like those homages are for the greater good of the movie and will elevate it in some sort of way, because I have that faith in Gareth Edwards and the people that he has on this project. But like I always say, these are all my opinions, and I want to hear your opinions on this as well. Did you watch the Jurassic World Rebirth trailer? Did you enjoy it? Did you like the action sequences? Did you like seeing Scarlett Johansson holding a gun? Did you like Mahershala Ali, you know, in this movie? Are you excited to see the new dinosaurs that are going to be presented in this movie? I didn't really talk about too much about the new dinosaurs. You know what? Let's talk about the new dinosaurs before we go into any more details. But I really liked the sort of Rancor gorilla hybrid one. The water ones that we are seeing now that are kind of fish-like. Those are going to be interesting. Also, kind of Jaws references in there. If you're watching the movie, you're definitely going to catch those references. But really interested in the new dinosaurs. That's kind of like where I'm at. So that's where my grab is, like I said before. And I want to know where your grab is, what your attraction to this film is. Is it the dinosaurs? Is it the fact that Scarlett Johansson is in this movie? If you're a Scarlett Johansson fan, you're more than likely going to see this movie. Are you a Mahershala Ali fan? Is that why you're watching this movie? Are you watching this movie for any other reason? Is it Gareth Edwards, the director? Are you excited for that? I want to hear from you down below in the comments. And while you're down there, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to be notified when new videos go live on this channel. And thank you so much for watching this video. And I'll see you in the next video.
Scrolling through YouTube, same old routine, then bam, movie savant, what a scene. Trivia bombshells dropping knowledge like rain. Forget the dishes, gotta watch it again. Movie buffs unite, savants to place. Subscribe and hit the bell, don't leave a trace. Next level knowledge keeps you in the loop. Savants got the scoop, ain't nothing to recoup.